Oh boy. All right. I'm only a little hungover today. Go ahead and tune in to the stream. I'm streaming the briefing or follow along on your own. We're going to go through this mission today. It's called Operation Pegasus. We'll never reference that ever again. It's October 4th, 1986, so restrictions will apply to our loadouts. And it's 0800 local, so sun is up. We're not expecting it to set anytime soon. Um, Player flights. We're gonna reorder a little bit of this stuff right away. Viper is a complete flight. We've got four F-16Cs. They're modeling Block 30s. Um, oh, Skynet.
Yeah,
Did you tailor the SAM threat, and is that updated on the cards?
it is not updated on the card, but I've tailored it in the way you suggested. So there are no SA2s that are a factor for the strike. There is an SA6 that we haven't been able to locate.
Absolutely love it. So the only thing we're going to change up here, we've got Gilchrist, you're here. I'm going to be leading the F4s. And Heinlein, we're going to stick you with Gumby. You're not going to change ships. You'll still be an F-14A. But we're going to have you follow the F-18s. You guys will be a three-ship asymmetric flight as escort. Does that work for everybody?
Copy.
Beautiful. So we've got, yeah, three different flights. We've got Seed, Strike, and Escort. With enough bodies to fill in the seats. Mission is in the Syria area of operations. We're going to destroy three aircraft that are parked at Aleppo. They've got lots of air and ground threats, and weather is a factor. This is the target area. For whatever reason, it is displayed before the situational awareness map. So here's the situational awareness map. We all spawn at Incirlik. We're basically flying as much of this flight plan through Turkey as possible and then sniping down into Syria, attacking Aleppo from the northeast. Factor threats at Aleppo are aircraft coming from the south and the southeast, a heavy AAA all over Aleppo, and a possible SA-6 inside the target area, with extremely little locational data available for that. The commander's intent, very simple. We're going to destroy these three aircraft that we talked about. Viper is going to destroy an SA-6 battery. They're going to locate, suppress, and destroy an SA-6 battery located in the vicinity of the target area. Tomcat and Hornet, which we're just going to call Hornet, which makes it easier for everybody. Hornet's going to cap for us out in front of the package, and Phantom's going to run in and actually bomb the targets and get off. So the targets themselves are three IL-76s. These are big cargo aircraft. We know exactly where they're parked. They're on the auxiliary apron at Aleppo, which is highlighted in the red box there. Next to the IL-76s are some other shit that we don't care about. The cargo aircraft are what we really care about, and we're not going to use LGBs. Air threats are various, but we expect no more than our cap is able to deal with. So we've got MiG-25s, 23s, and Mirage F1s. These are three fairly different kinds of fighters. MiG-25s, very high-speed interceptors with rear aspect, infrared, and all aspect medium range semi-active radar guided missiles. MiG-23s are carrying fairly good all aspect heaters. Mirage F1s are carrying very good Fox 1s and relatively good Fox 2s with all aspect capability. And we're equipped with what you would expect an American force in 1980, whatever, for no 1986 to have. So we all have the M version of everything. We've got AIM-7 mics, Phoenix is available, and AIM-9 mics. So we've got very good all aspect heaters and fairly good Sparrows mounted on pretty much every airframe we're flying with today. Surface to air threats, we are ignoring the SA-2 batteries. They've been destroyed in a previous strike. But there is a SA-6 battery. We know it is defending Aleppo. We don't know where it is. And it is going to be present, even though Rattler is not slotted today. The SA-6 is going to be the primary air-to-ground tasking for us, the seed tasking. There's also significant AAA that we will not be attempting to suppress or destroy. 23 millimeter and 60 millimeter with radar guidance. That means that they're going to be punching up to about 15,000 feet with the 60 millimeter. it'll be accurate. It'll be combined. It won't be pretty. We'll have to exercise extreme caution when operating within the WES of these systems. They've also got man pads defending the airport, a huge factor for our strike package. SA5 might piss us off from the south, but it is, I am told, completely irrelevant to our task mission. There's an IAD script in operation. Raise your hand if you don't understand how that's going to change the default behavior of DCS SAMs. Awesome. So we can expect them to be temperamental. Harms won't be guaranteed kills, and we'll have to play cat and mouse with this SE6 to suppress it or destroy it up to the F-16 flight leader, how you want to approach that. But it needs to be a non-factor for the strikers during their vulnerability period. Um, what else do we need to go over in which order? Let's talk about admin because it's actually important this time. The sun is up. It's going to stay up the whole time, but we have a mixed cloud ceiling that extends from 18,000 feet all the way up to 20,000 feet. And that's going to be the limfac for us, is that this broken layer is going to mean that strikers will have to descend below the cloud layer to attack, and below the cloud layer while they're under vulnerability from the SA-6. Otherwise, we might not see those missile launches. So that means as soon as we get into the target area, we descend to 18,000. We're going to be experiencing probably relatively accurate AAA, SA-6 threat, SA-18 manpads threat, and we won't see things descending on us from altitude. So weather is going to be a huge factor in how we coordinate our attacks, how we plan, and we deconflict with each other. Some of this stuff on the cards is, I think, more useful for you to go over at your own discretion. Comm ladder, talk about it in your flight brief. This is pretty straightforward stuff, especially if you've flown with us before. ROE, pretty straightforward, especially when it comes to air threats. No IFF and VID is going to be, or no IFF and a hostile declare from AWACS will be the most common things that we use to confirm friend for foe. We all have mode 4 interrogators, so we'll be able to respond to mode 4 interrogations. Important for the strikers and to some extent our seed guys is that there are tons of civilian assets near the target that we're trying to kill, and there's very likely civilian assets near the SA-6, and these civilian assets shouldn't be destroyed. We need to be careful to limit damage to civilian side of the airfield or anything else. Our target is just the 3 aircraft there. Waypoints we've already talked about. I have no idea. Let's see. 1 is just a nav point in Turkey. 2 is the border. That's where we cross over, flip the fence into Aleppo. 3 is the target site. And 4 is a regroup point that we can also use as a nav fix. You can see, I'm assuming that's why Skynet has a detailed view of Waypoint 4 because it's in such a good spot for a nav fix. And we can use that at any time if our systems are getting out of whack there. There's one flight that has a ridiculous number of extra waypoints. Don't ask me what's up with that. Figure it out on your own.
It was for the SA2s, for the Vipers.
Love it. So loadout, you can change it within reason. There's very little reason to do so, except for the Phantoms. We'll change out GBU-12s for dumb bombs. Vipers, you might want to change from 2 harms to accomplish some kind of destructive, like K kills or mission kills against the SAM site. It's up to you. Now we'll get into the stuff that's not written down for me, and I have to improvise a little bit. So this is things to cover is just talking about sequencing. This is all sequence or timeline. This is basic package composition, how we're going to make all of the flights work together. It's going to be pretty simple. The cap's going to take off first, and they are going to screen out in front of everybody. The job of the cap is not to go too far away from the elements they're escorting, because the worst thing for an F4 is to get jumped in close range by bandits to leak through a defensive screen, and we don't have a lot of cap. So Tomcat and Hornet will take off first. I'm just ignoring Tomcat now. You're just called Hornet. So Hornet will take off first. We'll have 1 minute spacing on takeoffs, and we'll try to fly 450 knots ground speed or 8 nautical mile trail between flights. That gives us 2 different levels of deconfliction. We won't deconflict by altitude, and we'll get more into that in a little bit. So Hornets will take off first, Vipers will take off second, and their job is to be right in the middle of the formation. Your backup in case the Hornets get jumped. You are seed cover in case something starts emitting that we didn't want it to. And when we get over the target site, you're suppressing or destroying the SA-6 while the Phantoms are running in. And last, so ignoring all of these timings, Phantoms will just come 1 minute right after Viper. And their job is to blow up the thing and go home, one pass, haul ass. So suggested sequence is pretty straightforward. Everybody's taking off in 1 minute intervals. We all go to the Marshal. If we've gotten our timing right, we fly a nice 300 knot indicated up to altitude, and then 450 knots ground to the target to Marshal. We shouldn't have to do any kind of orbits or bullshit like that. We just flow. We'll talk on package a little bit about whether or not we're hitting our timing when we get close to waypoint 1. And so we'll just flow into the target. Viper comes next. They do the same thing. So everybody's just flowing past Marshall into the target area. The cap will strip to deal with whatever kind of threats are coming down our lane, and the cap will be at high enough altitude that the SA-6 will be no factor. I think that altitude is 26,000 feet AGL, but somebody correct me if I'm wrong, and definitely tell Hornet Flight so that they can fly above that. Just so that you don't have to worry about coordinating with the seed. If you're above the SA-6, the only thing you have to worry about is other air threats, and seed doesn't have to support you at all. When you get close to the target site, the seed will presumably anchor, start throwing harms down range, or go for a K kill. Whatever happens there, the target is suppressed for a few minutes, and that gives the Phantoms time to get in, drop bombs, and get out. They'll do a high altitude dive or medium altitude dive bomb just below the cloud layer, and it'll be one pass. So you won't have to defend us for very long. But the more eyes that we have looking towards the target site, the better, is there are likely to be things like man pads flying up, AAA, stuff like that. One of the most dangerous things that could happen to us is we get into a prolonged fight with threats coming in from the south in the air. And that's something Hornet's going to have to think about ways to get deloused. Everybody's got aim 7s except for the Vipers. So there are people around with good missiles that'll be able to delouse you on the turnaround. The strike won't be useful for anything until the strike's complete, but the seed will be able to bail you out pretty much at any time, as long as we're still yeeting harms. And then RTB, standard recovery. I know that was super loosey-goosey. Flight leads, feel free to start asking questions. Contracts, fuck a contract. Just tell us if the SA-6 is dead. Flight lead briefs, brief those things. Questions, questions.
Do you have AVAC?
Yes.
We have an AI AWAC. It's on the comm ladder that I did not cover. So we're going to be on Uniform 7 will be our tactical package comms. We're ignoring Uniform 6. And U7 will give us AI updates.
Hey, what do we know about the 6?
We know it is near Aleppo. That's about it. I'm imagining, say, within 20 miles of the target area.
Perfect. All right, thank you.
It may not emit when we're inbound. It may only emit when it wants to kill something. It'll be tricky to find and tricky to prosecute.
I will prosecute it to the full extent of the law.
God damn right. I love it.
Retaining direct traffic, Viper flight of 4, holding short of 05. Are we doing a 10-second interval or 30? 30. Two in position.
Three in position.
Okay, Hornet's taking off, 05. Rolling. Still traffic, Phantom, pulling short on taxiway.
Hornet 1-3 rolling.
2 wheels up.
Three wheels up.
That's right, Traffic Viper is taking the active for a lineup. And 1 is turning right for steer point 1. 3, can you check in on button 7254?
Copy.
Alright, channel 5 here.
Hornet 1-3 checking in 254.
Copy, 1-0. Lead 2. Go. Are we using data link? No, am I showing up on it?
Okay.
Negative.
Copy.
1986, still data link. What about data, link 4? Yeah, I think it was pretty limited.
This is Hornet 1-3 flying quite slow.
Yep, we're going pretty slow here, but trying to keep it at least this pace, maybe a little faster.
Oh, we got nails right on our 6. And, nails 7 o'clock.
Hornet Phantom, we are 45 miles, waypoint 1. I'm expecting you'll have to spin. Hornet. And be advised, I'm not getting anything from AWACS. A2, can you push button 6 on primary and see if you can get AWACS there? Uppercut check, Viper. Okay, we're gonna fly 10 miles past Marshall and then turn back for our spin. Package spin Marshall, Phantom will let you guys know when to depart the stack. Hornet. Viper. Wow, still no comms up here. So 3, just fly 10 miles east of Marshall and then do a left turn.
Roger, roger.
Hornet Phantom, depart the stack at your discretion. Hornet copies, we're on the turn now, we'll depart
7
in 2
o'clock.
minutes.
3 miles.
Okay, 2, so we're gonna roll out for waypoint 2. Viper, Phantom, depart stack at your discretion. Viper copies all, we'll be departing in a minute or so. Just completing our left turn. Hornet is pushing for Marshall now. Okay, 2, I'm in your left. 2's decelerating to 450 ground.
Alright, contact. 225.
2, kick it out a little further right. 2.
3, I'm turning hot on the bandits.
Negative, stay with us. Phantom departing, Marshal. Phantom Viper, we are just departing our Marshal. If you can slow down a bit, I'll try to shoot
74
past you.
miles. Angel 32.
Phantom.
One, can you confirm your 1-1 on the radio calls?
I'm the guy that was just calling out. Three, confirm you're fenced in and safe fuel.
Fenced in. What's your guys heading?
We're heading 135 towards Spear Point 2, 15 miles out right now.
Copy. I think I see you guys here. I'm at 30,000 feet.
Say your fuel state.
Fuel state 16,000.
Two blind.
I'm at your 9 o'clock OL.
Correction, no joy on that contact.
Copy. Let's worry about that high guy that just got called out, 30,000 south of us.
This is Hornet 3. I have radar contact on the bandit on the nose.
The guy at 30,000.
Affirmative.
Okay.
He's roughly 90 miles. I'm going to try and get a Phoenix shot on him.
Phantom's at the border. We're turning in and going down low.
Okay, 1-2's got radar wolf. 31,000. Bullseye 161 for 104.
Okay, 2, we're gonna turn cold. Left hook, go now.
2.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to engage him. I'm jamming him right now.
There's a bandit. 175.
Phantom, 23 miles to target.
32,000.
Copy, we'll support behind you.
I'm climbing to try to get a better shot at him.
What's your current position, 3?
Roughly 12 miles north of you.
Copy.
You should see my contrails.
Roll out, 360. Say your altitude.
Altitude is for 40,000.
Phantom's 18 miles target. Point of copies, we're currently engaging high fast bogey south of Bullseye. Phantom's pressing.
Roughly 60 miles.
registered at 2 o'clock.
Yeah,
And
I'm closing.
Nails, 1 o'clock.
Confirm bandit. Oh, we got another bandit behind him at roughly 100 miles.
There is a bandit, Bra, 175, 87 miles. Okay?
3, I never saw you at Pegasus. You say you're in position relative to bullseye.
I think I'm roughly straight west of the bullseye right now.
One this
You guys are behind me, so...
he was over the pumps.
Copy. Past us.
Also, he has no bullseye call in view, like automatically.
Roger that. Got him spiked. Target, 40 miles.
I'm going for full STT shot on the guy.
Copy. 2, turn right, and I'll tell you where to roll out.
2 turning right.
Hey, 3, is that guy at 30,000 cold on you?
Are you sure? I'm still getting closer to closer.
Interrogative, is he cold on you?
Not sure, but I'm closing on him. But it's jamming and it's hard to see the distance right now. Hornet 1-3, Fox 3.
Target,
Flight 6 down. Say again. Last call, say again. Oh, Viper Flight, we have a 6 is down. 6 is down. Copy.
Should I roll out on 180?
Yeah, let's roll out 180.
target, 21 miles.
21 miles from the target. He is diving.
Target, 15 miles. We've got nails, 1 o'clock. Splash.
Hornet 1-3, splash 1.
I lost lock.
Okay, 3, good job, get back north of the bullseye line.
Copy. Getting a spike from an Mirage F1 from the same direction.
Is that south?
Correct.
Copy.
Nothing on data link, so...
Phantom 1-1 is down. Phantoms are off to the northwest. Bombs on target. Phase 3, check left for waypoint 4.
Copy, is it you I see on my front there?
Affirm.
Copy. Going to turn left and join up with you.
No, continue to waypoint 4. We're going to turn behind you.
Copy.
Alright, 40 miles down, I have a jamming contact. He's
Yeah, that was the guy I had. I got F1 on RWR. You need me to support you while attacking him?
Keep heading north for 30 seconds and turn around.
Copy.
Okay, I got the guy 40 miles at 24,000 doing Mach 0.9.
Okay, your shooter. I see him to package and the flight is RTD. A second, and the flight is RTD.
Okay, still not confirmed hostile, and I think it's the 2-ship, not sure. By the way, 2, I'm behind you. 1 is behind you.
I'm gonna crank left. Yeah, I got a Mirage F1.
Package, driver flight is
indication.
hard to be.
Do you have a VID on it?
Negative, correlated AWACS and RWR. I'm gonna crank left, your shooter.
2.
It looks like a singleton, 29,000.
He's hook on you, I'm pressing him.
Copy.
Seems like he's jamming.
I'm 20 miles.
Copy. Yeah, it's still on me. Tally's in the comms.
Hornet Viper.
Stand by. Hornet's in engagement right now.
Hornet 1-2, Fox 1, Bulls 169 for 50.
And one's turning cold.
He's climbing. I'm going to do a follow-up shot on the guy.
I'm pressing him.
Fox 3.
And I'm working with this guy 6 miles. Splash, splash, splash. Shoot.
Nice.
Copy. Okay, turn northwest, reference waypoint 4. 3, also reference waypoint 4.
Hey, do you make sure that missile doesn't hit me? Juice coming up on your back left.
Hornet 1-3 has rejoined. Going a little bit fast.
Interlink traffic, Viper, flight of 4, clear the active.
Okay, left turn here. And we're gonna make a 5-degree nose down. Okay, so we got left hand brake, 5 seconds between brakes, and all good.
2 in the break.
Three in the break. Hornet 1-3 on final.
$1,000.
One clear the runway.
Series spinning again.
$400 feet. $300 feet. $200 feet. 100. 50.